Here's the thing.
You didn't adopt it.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
You guys know damn well I have everyone I know sign NDAs, pretty much.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
People say NDAs don't matter unless you take them in, get them notarized. Right? That's what they say.
Okay.
But really, it's all about verbal agreements can be held in court, yada, yada, yada.
Sure.
If you have a medical waiver,
Sure.
okay, not notarized, not anything,
Sure.
and it's just a medical waiver, it says if this person gets hurt, you can take them in. Are you their father?
I don't know.
No, you're not their fucking father.
But are you?
You're not their dad.
You had power of attorney.
If you're
You
not
had power of-
acting, oh, so my accountant is my mom. They got a power of attorney on me. If I fuck my accountant, then
if your accountant
it's
is
something
your mom,
awful.
do you
You
think that's why you're having all the tax problems? Your mom didn't do a good enough job? If your accountant is your mom, do you think she's the reason you're having all these tax problems? You should have hired like a professional.
No, I have a professional. I have a professional because
So
I used
your
Turbo-
mom-
I used to use TurboTax, and then my mommy saved me with her accounting skills.
Okay. I'm so confused.
Right.
I'm so
You should be confused because basically everything you've heard is absolute bullshit. Not coming out of my mouth.
But like you definitely are an asshole, and you are
Not you.
That's the problem.
See,
that's
okay,
the problem.
if I fucked you
Yeah.
and you said I groomed you, I would say yes.
Damn it.
Same with you. I mean, I've been more
But
than
like
to
you admitted you were an asshole to that person, right? You admitted that you
awful.
were awful.
I apologize.
And
to
you've
them.
been awful to people before too,
right
right?
around 18 and a half.
Yeah.
I said sorry. I was like profusely apologizing. Actually, I think it was a little bit before 18 and a half. I was like sorry for the way I treated you because I was really mean, but I had to keep you away from me. And they said, oh yeah, you're right. I mean, I get it, but you're right. And they kept asking me why. Like, it took a while to get through, but eventually they understood that I had to be mean to them so they wouldn't get close to me. Because I didn't want to be close to them because I was uncomfortable. I mentioned Meg Griffin. I used to call them Meg Griffin all the time. And Drew Carey from the Drew Carey Show. God. Basically compare them to everything unattractive. Just because I was that mean person who wanted them to stay away from me. And everyone who was around us saw it, too.
I know that's one.
Nobody
thing.
ever interviews the people who are still in my life.
That's one thing I heard from people is that you were always mean, and they're like, "Well, that's how you groom somebody."
That's
You
like
beat them
reverse
down."
psychology. So like,
That's what
if
they're
you're
saying.
nice to them, then it means you want to fuck them. If you're mean to them, it means you want to fuck them. If you're just normal to them, it means you want to fuck them. You can't win.
How often have you met somebody that you didn't want to fuck?
That's a funny question. That sounds like you're like, so what about me? It's like, okay, so out of 10,
The
what am I?
narcissist in me wants to know the answer to that, but I'm actually like,
You saw me when we went to Yakima. You saw
Yeah.
me at that thing.
Yeah.
I slept in my fucking
You
car.
slept
to
in your car
avoid
'cause you
people,
didn't wanna
because
get-
I didn't want
Yeah,
anything
but that's
inappropriate.
a perfect alibi, right? Huh?
You guys are my fucking alibis. You were there.
Yeah, no, you definitely slept in the car because you said you didn't want to be accused of anything. You didn't want to be involved in anything. So that's definitely
Right.
Was that a cougar? I heard like a mountain lion or something.
It's that way.
Okay, I don't know. It like echoed off
It
of there.
sounds like a regular bird.
Okay, cool. I like echoed off the garage or something. It scared the shit out of me. Yeah.
I should go soon.
Yeah,
I'm really late
you're
for
really late.
OnisionFans.com.
If any of OnisionFans.com are watching right now, we'll have them back to you very soon. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for not calling the police on us.
Yeah, they didn't even show up this
I'm
time.
surprised they didn't show up. It would have been
Maybe that chick was bluffing.
talk to the sheriff,
Could have been.
but
Or maybe she's watching me standing in the driveway and she's like, oh, no.
she's like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So you weren't there for the trial. Did you try to make it?
Yeah, I got a flat tire on my way there. I got my tire fixed.
True story?
100% true. Yeah, this stream started and I got a flat tire right at the very beginning. As I was leaving, I was like, "Oh, this sucks."
You're
I
being an
like how you
apologist.
guys didn't drive all the way down, like almost like you thought that I was gonna come out and be pissed.
Well, we saw the signs here, and we're like,
Oh, so you saw the signs,
Well,
but
yeah.
for some reason other people can't fucking see the signs.
they weren't up here when Chris Hansen showed up, were they?
They were all here. They're in his fucking video. Look in
They're
his
in the
video. Look
video?
at his video. You can see this shit blurred. You can see this right here blurred in the background. He's standing right there. He's going, well, he doesn't answer the door and he called the cops on me. You know who also calls the cops? Oh, predators. And it's like, no, you know who calls the cops? Fucking people who need help from the cops. Predators hide from the cops. It's like everyone's living in a fucking bizarre world.
Ask why Kai lures them in.
Fuck. Kai.
Yeah.
How does Kai do that?
Yeah.
There's been fake Kai profiles, if that's what you mean. People do that. You know, there's like a lot of celebrity profiles that are fake. Mind you, I'm pretty sure Kai did a whole video where he was like faking a an Instagram profile to see what happened. Probably look that up on youtube.com/coolguycat. A lot of promos in this, thanks.
There's a lot of people watching.
Oh,
I think there's like 3,000 people watching right now.
It must be exciting. How many?
3,000?
Oh, that's nowhere near.
Yeah, it's not.
Nowhere near Hansen.
They're
It's
calling
big for
Billy
me.
pedo protector.
Fuck.
Protect me from this.
Okay, if I had any proof that you were a pedophile, I would go to the police
Yeah,
before Chris Hansen or
absolutely.
anybody.
If anyone has a proof like that, you would expect them to.
Yeah,
And
I
then unless, of course, it all gets conveniently deleted.
always
Weird how that happens.
I always wanted to wait for proof. I never saw it firsthand. And when Sarah came out and said that, you know, you had fucked her the entire time, you had said things like, you know, that's just a friend, you know, and when she said differently, it made me
What do you mean the
rethink
entire
everything.
time I said that's just a friend? You mean
'Cause
before she was
whenever people
almost 19?
Well, yeah, before that, definitely. Because, like, people online would accuse you of things with her when she was 16, 17.
Yeah.
They'd accuse, and
Yeah.
I always went by what you had said and what
That's
she
why-
had said as her just being a friend that lived there, right? And then there was no sexual relation between you guys.
Yeah.
And there wasn't, as far as I knew, up until Sarah said otherwise.
Right.
So I don't know. Like, the entire time, if I would have known a damn thing about you being a pedophile or anything like that.
So an 18 and a half year old says to you, you know, with all this stuff, having lived with you for so long, I could ruin your life if I wanted to. They say that to you. And then later on, they decide to say, when you say, hey, I want to do an NDA, they say, only if I get what I want. And they've been repeatedly pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to do things with other parties. So you get a situation of sexual extortion there, and then you hit the NDA, which you can't talk about if you're a person who actually wants to have any credibility in court. So what I'm saying is that when somebody pressures you and then plays victim, it's a pretty fucked up situation, and you're afraid to talk to anybody because no one will believe you. As I told you the other day. You guys were like, I asked these guys, what am I supposed to do in a situation where nobody will believe you? And everyone's all shrugs. And nobody ever will. I'm fucked forever. So let's just keep believing the person who says they have evidence, but then it always gets conveniently deleted. Numerous people. This is what's crazy, is how many times are people going to say they have this horrible evidence, and then it gets deleted? Or then the chain of custody is somehow destroyed. And that's why I'm looking at the Hansen dude, and I'm like, what the fuck are you going to do now? What are you going to do? Because your career is like brick wall. If you just fucking Google Chris Hansen in the news, and you see the last year of his life has been absolute hell, and he's doing everything he can to reboot his career. But he picked the absolute worst person. Because what are you going to do with a guy who always sits in his home with cameras on himself all the time?
Someone said they're spamming this. So I'm just gonna say it.
Why reward spammers?
All right.
They're the worst. Everyone hates them.
Could you tell me?
Well, is it
I'll see what
because
I-
it could be an incriminating question?
Oh, yeah.
They said ask about Kai
You're a
sending.
good friend. You're a really good friend. Kai would never send anyone anything.
All right.
What I'm saying is, okay, let's imagine you
Yeah.
are talking to somebody who you know that you should never send anything inappropriate to. Everybody accuses you of having any intention or any interest in ever sending someone that. What are you supposed to say to that? Did someone get a hold of someone's photos? Apparently. But how? And what was the context?
Did you shave a girl's head?
She wanted me to? What's wrong with that? That's so out of nowhere.
Like, historically, you've been into punishment a lot, it seems, right?
No.
Like as like the. With
All right,
the-
let's simulate what I do in
Yeah,
bed. Okay.
Oh God.
All right, here you go. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm simulating fucking you in front of my house.
I know.
Yeah. You like that?
I mean,
You like that, you little bitch? Huh?
did this chat
Yeah.
like it?
No.
God
Yeah.
No.
damn it.
Yeah.
It's unanimously
Let's turn
poor.
around. There you go. Oh fuck. Your fucking tits. You're such fucking perfect tits, bitch. Oh fuck. Oh. Was that fun? Did you enjoy
Not
that?
for me. No, I'm not. I'm traditionally.
Well,
not
you
a-
consented on camera.
Well, I mean, I'm
Tell
not
me
gonna
what to
press
ask, guys.
charges.
Well, yeah.
I'm here for the audience.
whatever
They
you
want to
want.
know
Name's
answers.
Let's hear from Kai.
This has been the biggest mistake of my life. I should have stayed in my house.